Family Day with City Line. So you're thinking, what am I doing with all this leftover turkey? I know who's got a good idea. Sandi Richard. I love the orange.
Thank you.
Very nice. Bring some color into the set. So
a pumpkin. Ron calls me the pumpkin when I wear this dress.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, I like it. I'm not sure if I like when he calls me the pumpkin.
But I like pumpkins. Pumpkins are good.
Pumpkins
right?
are good, yes.
We want to talk about all that leftover turkey because for people that do have the traditional Thanksgiving meal, it's a big turkey.
Yes.
If you're in my family, there are no leftovers.
Really?
We eat. Oh, honey, we eat. There's a lot of people at the table. But if you're in other families, there would be leftovers. And then you have to figure out what to do with all those leftovers. So this is an idea I've actually never heard of before.
Well, and you know, here's the deal. There's the standards, turkey pot pie and turkey soup and turkey sandwiches and turkey with gravy on bread and all the those kinds of things. But people just do get sick of turkey within that week after Thanksgiving.
Right.
And so what I like to do is I'm always being kind of sneaky and I want to get the stress off later on, right?
Yeah.
And so I want to take care of some of my Christmas appetizers.
Oh, wow, you're thinking way ahead.
Well, I'm thinking of what can freeze beautifully that I can pull out, that I can serve with a nice salad if I've got somebody popping over, or that I can just pull out and put on an appetizer plate or have as a potluck. I've been invited to a potluck during November. So many activities are in November for Christmas.
A ton.
So here's the deal. We're gonna make these little leftover turkey in a crunchy bread cup.
A crunchy bread cup.
Right.
That's what makes it so good. Like when I see a recipe like that, I think, oh, my kids are gonna like that. I would serve that for dinner to my kids. They're gonna love that.
Oh my goodness, you have no idea how absolutely delicious this is.
Because it looks like a little cupcake for dinner.
Yes, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn this on and I'm gonna get you to start making a little sauce.
Okay.
And you're gonna start with a little bit of cornstarch. You're gonna put that in the bottom of the bowl. Or the pot, and we're just gonna put this on, is it like a medium? Let's do it to medium. A little bit of curry powder. You know, coronation sandwiches, when you put a little bit of curry in with the chicken or the turkey sandwich, it's amazing how amazing they are, right?
Right.
And so all that was a little poultry seasoning, and then this is just a velouté, which is just a thickener for gravy.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna get you to get the whisk, and then we're gonna put in a little tiny bit and whisk as you go with your, pour your consomme in and you're gonna whisk as you go.
You got it.
And then, so that's the little sauce, or that's the base that we're going to use. I'm just chopping up some green onions.
Yep.
Once you get that whole base and you have everything added and you whisk out all the little lumps, okay, you're gonna notice that it's gonna start changing color a little bit. It's gonna get like a dark brown.
So we want it to look this way, do we not?
We do want it to look like this.
All right.
And then after that, what I'm gonna get you to do is I'm gonna get you to add a couple of cups of just finely chopped up turkey.
Right, so you take your leftovers, you cut it
Chop
all
them
up.
Yeah, and the nice part about this is, you know, the little pieces that everybody kind of wants to get rid of?
Yeah.
You're trying to get off the little bones and stuff like that?
Right.
Okay, this is perfect for that because you want them nice and tiny.
Okay.
So we're gonna give that a stir now. We're gonna take this way down here. We're gonna bring it way down to low. You're gonna add a little bit of chopped up mushrooms. We're always talking about getting kids to like mushrooms.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't like them naturally. Well, some kids do.
Texture.
That's a lie.
Texture.
It's a texture
And so this is one of the things that really, really gets kids loving the mushroom, again, because they can't even tell the difference between the chicken and the mushroom in this little crunchy bread cup.
Right.
But the mushroom does add a lot of moisture to the little cups. That's kind of nice.
Okay.
Once that's going, you're literally going to stir it together like you have. Just mix it all up. I've started these. Now what you do is you do butter side down. You don't need to make fancy pastries. You don't have to do all that stuff. All you have to do is butter side down, and then you do that first. So you butter them and then you take the crusts off.
So this is good fresh bread that we're dealing with right now, right?
Nice, fresh, whole grain bread. You're gonna butter these up, okay? Now watch what I'm doing. You wanna butter and not take the crust off yet. And it's because, and it's the same, you know when you have those little high tea sandwiches?
Yeah.
They always make up the high tea sandwiches first and then they take the crust off, just because it's easier to do that.
Right.
It's much easier to work with.
I can eat about 16 of those high tea sandwiches.
And usually they only give you about 4.
Very tiny.
Which I always feel like I want more.
Yeah.
So you're gonna butter that, you're gonna take the crust off, okay? And then what you're gonna do is, and I'm gonna get you to do this, I'm gonna move this to side, and you're just gonna take these and
put them in?
And you're just gonna put it butter side down, and literally you just kind of squish the top, and in they go.
Easy. So
Okay.
this is our lovely little crust.
Yes, this is your crust.
This is our pastry.
And then all you're going to do with these is literally you're going to take your filling and you're going to put it in the middle.
Okay.
And
I
you
can do
just
that.
give it a good stuff. Do you want a little some gloves? You've got such beautiful hands all the time.
No, I'm just
you
going to
know.
use the spoon, which
And
is a
you just-
non-chefy thing to do, but
It's
I
a
don't care.
it is so a chefy thing to do.
Is it? Usually
yes.
chefs are all in there with the hands.
Well, I
and
do like the hands. I have to
getting
say,
all
I do.
dirty.
I'm into the whole touching the food thing. I think the closer relationship we have with food, the better, the healthier it is. So I do agree with
I
you.
love your psychology. You always have like a psychological reason for things. You do, and I like it.
Well,
I like
I
that a
do
lot.
think that that's true. We worked with some young teens once, and
Yeah.
they wouldn't touch the chicken. And it was really weird because they all said that they loved chicken and they wouldn't
And they
touch
don't
the
wanna
chicken.
touch the chicken.
They didn't want to touch the chicken.
They find it gross or something.
Yeah, we live in a society where we don't touch anything. Everything kind of comes from a box and everything is in a package, and no one has this direct relationship with food anymore, right?
I touch things, but mostly people.
I do like that you touch
I do.
people, I have to say.
I
And
cuddle
so
a lot.
that's it. The rest
so is that okay
makes,
that I put that much stuff in there?
Yes, it's going to, you can see how much there is. It's going
Yeah.
to make 18, 400 degrees, 15, 20 minutes. They crunch up, they're beautiful. When you put them out, you can put a little cranberry sauce on top.
Yes.
They are to die for. They're great cold for lunches.
Right.
They're great for a snack, potluck, you name it. Great with a salad.
And freeze it properly
Beautiful.
though, right?
Just put them in a nice freezer bag.
Yeah.
Make sure the air is out, and they're just pull
You
them
got
out
it.
as you need them.
Okay,
They're
cityline.ca for
fantastic.
that recipe. Thank you, honey. See, we're
thank
touching
you.
again. Let's go to break.
Oh, I like that. I like that.